I've already primed my face and done my eyebrows off camera, and now I'm just going to go in and do some colour correcting. This is what's going to like help the foundation go on a lot more even, and that way we don't have to use as much foundation. So once I've corrected my face, I'm just going to go in and spritz my face with Fix Plus. So now through to foundation, I'm using my favourite, which is the Nars All Day Luminous foundation in the shade medium dark. I mean New Guinea, sorry. And I just take about that much, don't know if you can see it, put it at the back of my hand, and then I just get my beauty blender. I prefer to use sponges just because I feel like they're a lot quicker and they give me like a nicer finish. Now my foundation looks really orange on camera. Oh my god, I look so orange. Remember, do your jawline as well, so there isn't a cut-off line. Now to highlight, I'm going in with my Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. And then I'm not taking the concealer all the way up, just because I want the centre of my face to be highlighted. So I want it to look like I've got a permanent ring light following me. So going back in with my beauty blender, I'm just going to blend that out. I'm now going to go in and set my under eyes, and to set that I'm using my Mercier translucent powder, which is my favourite thing of all time. I'm just going to put a little bit of that there. And then the bridge of my nose. Okay, so whilst that's setting, I'm going to go in and contour. Now I usually do use cream contour and then set it with powder, but because this looks a bit softer, we're just going to use the powder contour. So I'm going to use this palette. I can't remember where I got it from, to be fair, and it's a bit manky looking. And I'm just going to go in with this middle colour here, and this is like a nice, got like a nice cool undertone for darker skin, because I find that some contours that you use for like darker skin, they're always too orange and stuff, but this one has got like a nice cool tone. And I'm just going to go in and so good. And then the sides here, I'm going to take it onto my forehead as well, just like that. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to use that on the bridge on the sides of my nose. And just to make that contour a little bit more sharper, I'm going to go back in with my Mercier powder, taking a little bit of the powder back onto my sponge. I'm just going to go in and just use it to cut that contour right there, and I'm dragging the powder down just so that when I dust it off it doesn't leave like a harsh line. Again, I'm not bringing the contour all the way there, I'm just leaving it back there just to, because I want this bit to be really like. So now we're going to go in and kind of blend all the colours together, and I'm going in and I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark, and I'm using my MAC 130 brush, which is like a nice pointy brush here, and this is what I'm going to use to merge everything together and to kind of dust off that baking that we've done. So I'm going to go ahead and set my lid, so I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and using like a flat brush like this, going with my dark powder. I'm just going to press that onto my lid. Now I'm looking at my face and I'm thinking, I want it to be a little bit lighter on the highlighted areas. So like mainly the under eye area. So I'm going to go back in with this small brush and going back in with this palette. I'll find out where I got this palette from and I'll list it down below. And I'm just going to go in with this colour here. It's this one. I'm just going to press that down just to kind of add lightness and brightness to the under eye area. For the blush, I'm going to go in with this colour here. This one. And this one is Raisin. And it does come out quite, you know, full on me. So I'm literally going to take a small amount. And you can just use any fluffy brush. Now we're going to move on to the eyes. The eyes are the easiest thing that we're going to do because we're doing a classic red lip. we're not going to do too much on the eyes. So I am literally going to go back in with that Raisin Blush and with a small fluffy brush. This one is the 221 brush by MAC. Just going to dip that in there. And I'm just going to do small circular motions, going backwards and forward, just like that. And I don't really have, well, it's not even, I don't have a lid space. So I can't really do like all that fancy, well, I probably could, but I choose not to do like the, all that like cut crease and stuff, just because I don't feel like it suits me anyway and stuff. So I like to keep it really, you know, minimal. I'm gonna then go in with this colour here, which is Tempting by MAC, and to apply that I'm going to use a flat brush, a 239 I believe. Yeah, 239. I'm just going to literally press that on. And then again, going back in with my brush, I'm just going to merge those two colours together because I don't want anything too cut creasy. So the eyes are basically more or less kind of done because I don't want to do too much. And now I'm going to go in and add my lashes. So I'm going to do that off camera because I can't do it on camera, it's the hardest thing. So I've added my eyelashes off camera, and I've also added mascara to my bottom lashes. I haven't added eyeliner, but you can add eyeliner if you want, but I just thought, you know, just to make things easier for everyone. And because I don't really have a lid, I prefer not to use eyeliners, just because I feel like it just kind of defeats the whole point of me putting on eyeshadow, because it hides everything. Anyways, just to finish off my skin, I'm going to go ahead and add some glow to it. And I'm going to go in with my favourite cream highlighter, which is the Tom Ford shade in Illuminate, which is this one here. I use the shade Intensity 2, but I usually use just this one up here. I don't really use the bottom one. So to apply that, I go in with my beauty blender, just dip it in. So I'm going to put it here, just the tip of my nose, and then to give myself extra highlight, I'm going in with my Illamasqua highlight, which is this one here, and this one's called Epic, and it is pretty epic. And then I'm just going to go with my fan brush, and I'm literally going to place that directly on top of where I've put the cream highlighter, which is there, and it just gives it a high shine. So that is the skin done, and look at how that looks amazing. Look at that. Ooh, yes. So just to complete the look, we're going to go in and add our lipstick. So you can use any red lipstick. I'm going to use this one. This one is like one of my favourite reds. It's called Chateau M by MAC Cosmetics, and it is a liquid lipstick. And for the liquid lipsticks, I tend to not use lip liner, just because I don't feel like I need it. So I've already added Carmex way at the beginning from when I started, and now it's kind of settled down because I don't want my lips to be too dry when I apply this, because this is drying in itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that. Day one of my 12 days of Christmas makeup look. I hope you liked it. Try to make it as easy as possible, recreate the look, experiment, because I will have so much more for you coming, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you guys, bye. Oh, honestly.